Shri Adinathaya Namostu Tasmai Yenopadishta Hathayoga Vidya Vibhrajate Pronnatarajayogam Arodhumichhoho Adhirohiniva. A couple of blinkings. Gently open your eyes. Slowly come up on the knees. Placing the palms in line with the shoulder joints. Getting into the cat stretch position. Basically, we are taking the measurement. You can also go for the cat stretch with the toes pointed, keeping the toes to the wall. Inhale, look up. Exhale, around the spine. Let's do one more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, around the spine. So we are basically trying to get the right measurement for the downward dog. So here we want to come up, keeping the toes to the wall, the heels lifted, going with the bent knees. Now slowly bring the heels to the wall, going with the bent knees, not keeping the straight legs. Your toes are down. You can look at your toes, legs are apart, hips width. Keep the belly completely sucked in. Now see if you can lengthen the spine, taking the tailbone up. So it's all about lengthening the spine now. Wonderful. Slowly press the knees down. Walk a little forward. One more palm space forward. Tuck the toes. Slightly walk front. Now you want to bring the heels to the base of the wall. The heels going to the base of the wall. Now slightly you can walk and adjust your position. The heels are touching the wall now. So you can look at your feet. Now watch the position, the inner arch of the feet parallel. So don't keep the toes facing in opposite directions. Facing forward, suck the belly in and stay for 9 breaths. 1. Keep the heels pressing the corner of the wall. 2. 3. Keep the belly completely sucked in as if somebody is pushing you towards the wall. 4. 5. Keeping long and deep breath. 6. 7. 8. Belly sucked in. 9. Beautiful. Now slowly place the knees down. Keep the toes touching the wall. Stretch the arms. Relax. So basically relaxing the arms. So lift your head up. Again, we'll get into the same position. So now going for downward dog, but we will take one leg up. So with the wall support, this makes it a little easy. Remember exactly the place where arms were placed. Slowly come up. Adjust the position. We'll start with the right leg. Now take the right leg up. Now see if you can look at the foot. And you want the toes facing up towards the ceiling, not going to the side, facing up to the ceiling. You can adjust your position, push the leg upwards, and hold. So you'll stay here for 5 breaths and then slightly will change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back. We'll do the same practice one more time with a little bit of change. Yeah. Giving a small break here. So we go again, same with the right leg. So now again when you take the right leg up, you want to walk a little closer, as close as possible. And we stay here for another 4 breaths, the remaining 4. 1. So good internal stretch, the inside of the right thigh. 2, 3, 4. Don't open the pelvis, keep it down. And slowly walk forward, taking the leg down. Relax. Relax your arms. So we are yet to do with the left side. So first we'll go for 5 breaths of keeping the left leg lifted, straight leg. Okay, adjust the position. Keeping the left leg up. So don't open the pelvis. Keep the toes facing up and you want to square the hips. Belly set in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly take the leg down. Place the knees down. Relax your arms. So you will get a good sense of alignment when you're lifting the leg if you have the wall support. Okay, let's increase the hamstring stretch of the left leg. By lifting the left, increasing the hamstring stretch of the right leg. Okay, first we get into the position. 4 breaths here. Walking little closer. Tuck the belly in. 1. Looking to the tip of the right big toe. 2, 3, 4. Release the leg down. Relax your arms. So ideally we were there for more than 35 breaths in the downward dog. So that's good. Relax your arms. Small break to the arms. So slowly come up. So in some trainings we did this. So good for Utkatasana practice. So you walk a little forward, keeping the spine to the wall. Slowly come down. Now make sure your spine is to the wall. The thighs fully parallel to the floor. Perfect. You can place the palms on the thighs. The legs are apart, hips width, the toes are pointing forward, palms on the knees. You can put it in Chin Mudra also. 9 breaths. 1. The shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Strong thighs. 6, 7. Keep the belly sucked in. 8, 9. The palm slowly come up. Relax the legs. So this really helps you in Utkatasana practice. Good. So we'll slowly go down, placing the palms down. Wonderful. Now, as we place the palms a little forward, back into the downward dog position, because we want to look at the left leg, the left toes, 30 to 45 degree in, the heel to the wall. Now we slowly take the right leg front. So for 4 breaths, keep the heel to the wall, the thigh parallel to the floor. Okay. Now watch the position really parallel, squaring the hips, pressing the heel to the wall. So warrior 1, only for 4 breaths, taking the arms up, then we'll change it. Looking front. So tuck the tailbone in, belly in, the thigh, front thigh parallel to the floor. 2, 3, 4. Now slowly change the position, placing the palms down. Now back heel lifted. Another 5 breaths. So don't straighten the leg. Still it's parallel to the floor. The back heel lifted to square the hips completely. Arms up. 1. Tucking the tailbone in. Lower hips in. 2. Arms active but drawn down. 3. 4. 5. Release the palms down. Take the leg back. So to get the back leg really active, give a sense of how to activate the back leg. So this is very useful. So we'll take the left leg front, same on the other side. So the first one for 4 breaths, the right leg, the back leg, 30 to 45 degree in, and the left leg parallel to the floor. So adjust your position, square the hips, tuck the tailbone in, belly in, arms up. 1. Keep your back heel pressing the corner of the wall. 2. 3. 4. Keep the front leg still bent. Place the palms down. Adjust the position. The back heel pressing the wall up to get a complete squared position. So you can see the difference in the back leg now. 5 breaths. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Release the palms down. Placing the back knee down, take the leg back. Relax the legs. Now this is a very good preparation for Anjaneya Asana. So we'll go step by step. So keeping the left toes down. Again starting with the right leg. The right leg is front. Now the first one, your toes. So you may not see this little black thing. So the toes are to the wall. Perfect. Now the first one, you want to work on keeping the toes pressing the wall, slightly push the pelvis forward. Something most often gets missed in the practice. So your thigh is not parallel, it's a little down there. Just taking the arms up. Again, 4 breaths here. 1. 2. Straight arms, not having the back bend now, just looking front. 3. 4. Slowly come up. But we are still in the same leg position. Now we want the remaining 5 breaths. Little bit of back bend, but not just going back. See if we can touch the wall. Okay, so in order to get the right progress, instead of going up, we just place the palms to the wall. In some courses we did this. So pressing the palms, tip of the fingers facing downwards. Now once you're ready, you want for 5 breaths, push forward and hold. 1, 2, go slow. 3, 4, 5. Slowly come. Wonderful. Please. Placing the palm, taking the leg back. You do the same with the left leg. So if you are finding the second one little difficult today, you can continue with only the first one without the back bend. Yeah. So the left leg is front now, changing to the other side. The right toes facing back, toes to the wall. So what's the position? So once you're ready, the front leg really strong, the big toe down. So once the thigh is parallel, keeping the leg in the same position, push. So make sure your knee and the ankle, they are in line, but pelvis is going all the way down. Taking the arms up. 4 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly come back, taking a short pause here. So we want to go for a back bend now. Now you can also observe how Anjaneyasana changes on both sides. It's a completely different practice on both the sides. Left side is different than the right side. Okay. Now we place the palms. If you're very good with the back bend, you can go directly towards the back. Otherwise, first place the palm and then adjust the position. Tip of the fingers facing down, complete palms here, then push forward. 1, push the pelvis forward, belly in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow come down. Placing the palms, taking the leg back. Slowly come back. So you can just sit down, or you can go down for Balasana, whichever that is comfortable with you. Just taking a small break. Take the base of the breath back. Long and deep breaths. Because all these asanas, they need, of course, you have the wall support, but you need more core strength. So whenever you are slightly even tired, particularly the back bends, take a break. Make sure you're really using the core. Wonderful. So the next one. So we want to integrate, if you look at what we did now, this is quite close to Ekapada Rajakapotasana. And for that, and for many asanas, we need the quadricep stretch, which I think in every training we did. So this is what we want to do. We can start with the left leg, it's more visible on the left side now. Okay, so we'll place the left knee down, we'll change the side knee. Okay, the left knee down. Knee is exactly to the base there. Okay, so your shin bone is 90 degrees. Once you hold it there, do not force, go slowly. Your right leg is on the place in front. So take your time and slowly come up. If you're still comfortable, you want to come a little backwards. So you can walk a little back if you don't walk. The right foot, if it is too far, you'll find it little difficult. So do not go all the way back if you're finding it difficult. Maybe a little forward, it's still fine. 5 more breaths. You can just place the palms on the knees so that you have the right balance. 5. 4. If there is uncomfortability, anytime come back. 3. 2. 1. Slowly come down. So as you come down, the second one, which is also very good preparation, still with the same leg. It's a very good preparation for Anjaneyasana practice. Moving a little forward. So the idea is as you bring the pelvis forward, you get a wonderful quadricep stretch. If you're finding it difficult, you can place the palms down here and hold it in front. The back leg gets lifted. 2. 5 breaths here. 3. Can also just be up there. 4. 5. Slowly place the palms down. Take the leg back. If it is not comfortable because the knee is little sensitive, you should be little careful. If any one of you had knee surgeries, be very, very careful. Now placing the right leg now. Knee down, take your left leg front, take your time. So let's say you are not very comfortable in the practice, you can just hold it here. Don't lift the chest up. As you lift the chest up, you can see the change in the stretch. Your left thigh parallel, shin bone 90 degree, placing the palm. Now you might be little forward, reduces the stretch. If it is comfortable, be here. If you're good with the hamstring stretch, set the belly in, keep the chest to the wall, hold it back. 5 more breaths. 5. 4. Sometimes on both sides it is little different. 3. 2. Belly sucked in, lower ribs in. 1. Wonderful. Now you want to move the pelvis little away. The knee remains in the same position. So you have 2 options. Easy one, to place the palms down and bring the pelvis forward. If you're finding that easy, placing the palms up, but your pelvis is coming forward. 5 breaths here. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Placing the palms down. Slowly take the leg back. Again, relax the legs. You can just sit down or go to Balasana or maybe just a cat stretch position to reduce the stretching in the quadriceps, whichever that you find it comfortable. Wonderful. So what we have done now is the square leg positions, but little easier. So with the square leg positions, the other aspect in the standing asanas is also the twisting. So we can, I think this is much easier. So what we do is, I think this is also most of the time we did it. Just reminding. So taking them back to the practice. So we want to correct the Trikonasana. So the back toes. We'll start with the right leg. The right toes. There, that is the right leg is the back leg. The right toes to the wall. So it is 30 to 45 degree in, like a diagonal towards the wall. The toes are touching to the wall. Now taking the left leg front. So if you want the left heel, the front heel is in line with the back foot. Perfect. And you want to take the navel out, reaching forward. You can use the block. I recommend using the block because to stay longer, you can really work on if you're using the block. So pressing the palm. So your right palm is going down on the outside of the left foot. Now keep the chest lifted and taking the left arm up. 9 breaths. 1. Now see if you can. 2. Continue breathing. You can use the upper thumb, the left thumb, to open here. Still pressing the left big toe. 4. 5. Both the shoulders up to the wall. 6. 7. Back leg is really strong, pressing the heel down. 8. 9. Slowly come down. Take the leg out. Take a breath. Relax the leg. Now when you are squaring the hips, it's very difficult to get the right alignments with the twisting. So what we were trying to do here is the twisting part, you get an alignment with the, like a measurement from the wall. Okay. Let us break. So the left leg will go front, will go back. So you can change the position. The left leg, the right leg goes front. Now once the position, take the left arm front. So that's where the confusion will be. This is not an open hip, but it's a closed hip asana. Okay. So your right leg is front, left arm is front. Left toes, the back leg toes to the wall. Perfect. So now, the single palm, if you are finding it difficult, use 2 blocks, no problem. You know, we are working mainly on the twists. The belly in, pressing the palm, lifting the chest, taking the right arm up. So it also helps you in having the right drishti. 2, looking to the tip of the upper middle finger, the right middle finger. 4. 5, pressing the palm down, belly in, chest lifted. 6, keep the spine to the wall. 7, the right pelvic bone slightly going back. 8, keep the back leg really active. 9, slowly come down. Take the arms out, relax. Now, when you are placing the palms like this, particularly the back leg, if the back leg is not active, then though you have all the alignments right, you lose half of the practice. So it really helps you. You can shift the body weight backwards. Great. So ready? Now we want the same practice. If it can be done for Trikonasana B, it can be done for Parsvakonasana B too. For me, I find it one of the best wall-based practice methods for Parsvakonasana B because it really helps you in improving the twist. Okay. So this is better visibility, so that's why we will take the left leg front and then we will change. The left leg is front. Ideally, your left leg that is close to the wall. So that's how you are placing it. You want to place the palm down there, so have some space, like an inch space from the wall. Perfect. Not more than that because you want to bring your left buttock to the wall later. Okay. Opposite arm twisting, not the same arm. Okay, set the belly in. Exhale. Now, when you're hooking it, if you just hook until the elbow, the twisting won't be good. So you want to set the belly in, see if you can push the arm until the armpit, tip of the fingers down. Now slowly the other arm up. Now bring your left pelvis to the wall. Set the belly in, keep the chest to the wall, the chin, the right cheek to the wall. 1. You can walk a little closer to the wall. 2. 3. See if you can bring the right shoulder to the wall. 4. 5 more breaths. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Slowly take the leg out, arm out, relax. So when you're using the arm, you know in Parsvakonasana, B, the important common mistake is when you're not using the wall, palm goes out. The arm goes out of the leg. And then you find the asana easy. It is the arm that is outside of the left knee that helps you in the twisting. If you're using the wall, you get to know the importance of the arm and the leg hooking. Okay, going to the other side. So I need to change the position. Okay, now you have the right leg front. Left arm front. Perfect. Setting the belly in. Now we hook the arm, walk a little closer. At least the tip of the fingers going to the floor. That's good. So you can hook it fully and then walk and see if you can bring the right pelvis to the wall. 9 breaths. 1. The left cheek to the wall. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. So let it come back. That's good. Taking the knees down. Take a breath. Relax. So this really helps you if you stay a little longer and get the sense. So basically, one is preparing the physical body. The second is getting the right alignment imprints, some skara to the mind. Good. So a few left in the square leg positions. It's mostly in the standing asanas, so less in the sitting asanas. Okay, good. Now You can place the palm slightly on the front, back to the mat. And see if you have the one leg distance. So when you lift the leg up, you have one leg distance. So adjust your position. Ideally, if you have the blocks in front, makes the practice easy. So this time, not trying to stay still. That we will do little later. So we press the palm. So preparing for Vimanasana now. So palms will be fully down on the mat. We will start with the left leg back. The right leg will be straight now. So for 9 breaths, we won't stay there, but every inhale, we lift the leg up. Okay? So inhale, exhale. Inhale, that's 2. Exhale. Now see if you can get the right alignment. Inhale, exhale. Make sure your toes are still facing down. Exhale, that's 4. Inhale, exhale. Keep the chest lifted. 5. Inhale, exhale. 6. Inhale, exhale. 7. Inhale, exhale. 8. One more time. Inhale, exhale. 9. Wonderful. Keep the knees down. Relax. So why we were doing a little dynamic here is because when you're lifting the leg up, you can just lie down, keep your head down, relax, just listen. So when you're lifting the leg up, most often the movement to get into the asana might be wrong, and then because of that our alignments go wrong. So getting into the position. So when we go for the right leg back, left leg front, the second side, we'll see if we can keep the toes still down, the pelvic bone, the right pelvic bone facing down when you're lifting the leg up. So your left leg is front. So what we want now is not opening the leg. Okay, so the pelvis is still squared. So we go down and we lift all the way up. Okay, we'll start. So that is inhalation to lift the leg up. Exhale down. You can bring it closer to the left leg or down little back. Both are fine. Second one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, that's 3. Exhale. Inhale, that's 4. Exhale. Inhale, that's 5. Exhale. Inhale, that's 6. Exhale. Inhale, that's 7. Exhale. Inhale, 8. Exhale. Watch how the left leg gets hamstring stretch. Exhale. Keep the knees down. We will go for Vimanasana properly now with a good preparation. So you will also find when you are practicing like this, you will get to know, the work that was happening. Not just the back leg that is getting lifted, but also a wonderful hamstring stretch for the standing leg. Okay, we switch again. So the right leg will go for the standing. The left leg will be lifted now. Okay, now but this time you want to go for a straight leg. So if you have the blocks, otherwise you can just place the palms down, no problem. You can put them a little higher because we want to just lift it. So keep the toes, the right toes facing front, the inner arch really strong. Slightly take the left leg back, square the hips, don't keep it open. Square. Now slowly keep the back leg lifted. Keep the back toes facing down. 1. Now, you want to make sure, can you see the movement? You want to pull the left pelvis backwards. Your left pelvic bone. So you don't want this way. Move back. That's 3. Keep the back heel pressing the wall. 4. Don't have an overextension. Make sure you have a slightly bent knee. If you have the overextension. 5. 6. 7. You may have to have slightly bent right knee if there's an overextension. 8, 9. Slowly bring the left leg down, relax a bit. Now, few things are our goals when we do on the left side. Okay, I don't know if you have seen this properly. So, you can keep the body relaxed. Just the idea is, now, when you are lifting the back leg, the standing leg, you want to pull slightly back. So, having an external rotation here. So, this helps you in creating the space here. So, when the back leg lifts, yeah, wonderful. Okay, now going to the other side. Now, the standing leg, make sure your arms are a little forward so that the chest gets lifted, otherwise it goes down. So you want to keep the chest lifted. Back leg is right leg. Now the toes are fully, the entire foot to the wall, pressing the palm, opening the chest, belly set in, back leg is straight. 4, 5, make sure the back leg not bent. 6, less weight on your palms. 7, 8, 9, release the leg down, relax the legs. That's good. So the whole idea was to get a right alignment for Vimanasana. If you get good Vimanasana, and then Virabhadrasana Virabhadrasana C also gets right. So for Virabhadrasana C, or you can say for Vimanasana also, we do the same thing, facing the wall too. Just for 5 breaths, shall we try? Because we did a really good work on using the blocks. So what we do is we need like an arm distance. Perfect. So take a right position. Only for 5 breaths, make sure you're really going all the way down so that your spine, arms are parallel to the floor, not completely down halfway. Perfect. Now start with the left leg lifted back, the right side of the practice. So you can take the left leg back and then slowly lift the leg up. Now maybe it's slightly open, so make sure you square the pelvis facing the floor. 2, 3 more breaths. 3, square the hips, that's the main goal. 4, 5, slowly come back. Great, we do the same. Make sure you know the alignment. Relax. That's a very good idea. As a next step, so it's advisable to do the previous one first. If you have the foot going to the wall, you get a right alignment sense. And then practice this one also helps you. Great. So the right leg has to go back. Great. So take the right leg slightly back. Don't open the pelvis. Keep the square leg position. Wonderful. Once you're ready, look forward, lengthen the spine, lift the right leg up, keep the square pelvis, don't open it. Keep the toes facing backwards. 1, 2. So make sure your right leg is not going towards the left side, exactly facing back. 3, 4. Watch your left pelvis. If it is tilted to the left side, make sure it is just above the pelvis. 1 more breath. Wonderful. Slowly come back. Release. So ideally, if you have something to hold for this particular practice, not exactly the wall, maybe the bar of the window or something that gives you a better sense to hold. But you can do with the wall also. Great. So let's come back for some open hip asana practice. So more standing. Sorry for that. But this is very good foundation for the sitting asanas. Great. Now, the first one is quite simple. Left leg to the wall. Left leg almost finishing. The left leg to the wall. And your entire outer edge of the left foot. So it is supposed to be slightly in. But even entire edge of the outer edge of the left foot, if it is to the wall, it's good, no problem. Now, this is more for the hip opening and get the right alignment of the spine. So, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana B. So, now you have the right thigh parallel to the floor. Watch the position, set the belly in. Now, place the palm. See, that's where you are supposed to have. Not going towards the right side. Now, place the left palm to the wall. Tip of the fingers facing up. That's where your spine position should be. That the tailbone in. The right arm front. So if you're really going back, making it in cup shape. Now look to the spine, to the lower rib cage and the belly for 4 breaths, and then we'll look towards the right finger. Set the belly in. Use your chest breathing, lower ribs in. 2 more breaths. You're still looking at the belly. Wonderful. Keep the same position of the belly and the lower ribs and looking to the tip of the right middle finger. Now see if you can press your palm, the left fingers to the wall. 5, 4 more breaths. 4, thigh parallel. 3, make sure it's really parallel. 2, 1. Wonderful. Slowly come back. If you have the legs exactly parallel and pulling the torso just above the pelvis really helps. Okay, the left side. The left thigh parallel to the floor. So your outer edge of the right foot pressing the wall. Don't lean forward. Keep the right palm to the wall. The right outer edge of the right foot and the right palm to the wall. So as you press the palm, watch the left thigh parallel to the floor. You can put the right palm in a cup shape. Set the belly in, left arm up. So just to get the right breathing and bring the lower ribs in, look to the lower ribs and the belly for 4 breaths. Set the belly in. 1. The left thigh still parallel to the floor. 2, the right tip of the fingers to the wall. 3, 4. Same position, change the drishti, looking to the tip of the left middle finger. 5 more breaths. 5, 4. Don't lean forward. 3, make sure the left knee facing front. 2, 1. Slowly straighten the legs. Take the leg back, relax the legs. There are quite a few things that happen in Virabhadrasana B. And the most common thing, most common mistake that you want to avoid is the bent knee going in. So make sure it is really open, facing front, not going in. So with this practice, it's easier to get a good hip opening and keeping the straight spine. Okay, so that was good preparation. Let's improve a bit. So we had good standing, one leg balancing asanas. Good hip opening now. So we are good to go for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. We'll start with the right leg. So the same open hip asana practice. So what we want now is to get the right alignment. Okay, so you can slightly go down and see if you can. Why alignment slightly differs is because of the ability to keep the leg up. So it's not parallel to the floor as high as possible. So if you can lift the leg higher, you may want to go a little closer to the wall. Okay. So that's why you can use the block. You can also use few blocks, 1 or 2 blocks, no problem. So first ones will go up. Now see, it's little closer now. So I have to take slightly forward. And your palms, if you have a very good hip opening, palm can be in line with the foot. Okay, the right palm in line with the foot. Otherwise, slightly towards the right side. Keep the back leg really open. Now your back toes not facing up, but diagonally facing this way. Right? Perfect. Now look at the right toes facing front, not going inwards, in line with the base of the right palm. Now keep the chest lifted, left pelvic bone lifted, 5 breaths, left arm up. 1. Now are you arching? Tuck the tailbone in, lower ribs in. 2. Belly in, really belly in. 3. 2 more breaths. 4. 5. Slowly come down. Okay, on the other side, we'll be a little more careful about the spine. So when you place the palm, it may go like this. So you want to make sure really not arching the spine in. Okay, great. So place the left palm down, back leg lifted, left leg down, right leg is the back leg. Adjust your position. Open the pelvis, taking the right arm up. Belly in, lower ribs in. 1, 2, both the arms are really strong, the back leg strong. 3, 2 more breaths. The left toes in line with the left palm. 4, 5. Slowly place the palm down, bend at the knee, release. Come back. There are quite a few small common mistakes that happen in half moon. One is the standing toes go inwards. So you want to make sure it is still facing front and opening the pelvis. That's what makes this asana. So the back leg lifted, the pelvis facing up to the ceiling. Other major common mistake, arching the spine. Set the belly in. Great. So that was good for the hip opening. So we gave quite a good break for the arms. So we'll slightly improve our arm strength. So we place the palms, we'll go a little closer to the wall. So if you have been practicing some arm balances, one tip for the arm balance is I need to find my body weight light. Only then I can balance. And of course you need other aspects, but you will be able to do good arm balances. So with the control, see if you can go for 9, it's good. Otherwise, little less is also okay. So palms a little closer to the wall. So what we want is going slightly with a small jump towards the wall. Okay, it's useful in Ashtanga Vinyasa practice to have the jump backs also, but in general for arm balances it is good. So what we do, pressing the palm, lifting the pelvis up. So we want only the toes very softly going to the wall. Okay, that's with inhalation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's 2. Inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that gives you good strength and also gives you a nice feeling to lift the body. And then doing Kakasana or Bakasana or even Utpluti, Solasana, they become a little easier. Good. So if you are quite close to the wall, you have anticipated, right? So you knew that this will come up, the L shape. Okay. Very good for the handstand balance. I'm also not very good with the handstands, but this one has been really fruitful. So, ready? Good. So, placing the palms down, slightly walk up. You can go with the bent knees, adjust your palm position, and slowly straighten the legs. Straight legs, L shape. 1. It's only 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes down, buttocks down on heels. Relax. This L shape is also good supporting asana for downward dog. Really helps you in pushing the tailbone away from the wall. That's what you want to do when you are in the L shape position. And definitely a very good arm balancing supporter. Good. We'll do one more in the same position. Okay. So this is quite simple one. Same L shape practice. It's kind of balasana that you want to try. So you want to go like this, a little closer to the wall. Anytime any uncomfortability in any asana, we can always come back. Okay. So palms little closer to the wall. Only for 5 breaths. Okay. So we come on the toes, bend at the knees, and then go a little closer. Bend knees or shin bones fully to the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk forward and then come down. How to speak when you are upside. So the idea is you want to come a little closer. I hope we got it. Did I go a little faster here? So you walk a little closer to the wall, bend knees, entire shin bones, they go to the wall. I'll just quickly show once. I don't know if you got it right. So you go, walk, knees, and then okay. So that is Balasana on the wall. So when you are doing this, helps you in lengthening the spine, really gives you the confidence to be upside down, to feel the lightness of the body. Great. So go a little closer to the wall now, facing the wall. Some easy asanas. Great. Now, in the wall sequences, only the standing asanas, they are quite challenging. Sitting asanas are quite easy. Good. Now, so some sitting asanas, they are quite, the balancing asanas could be easier if you have the wall support. So let's begin with the first one. A little closer, going for Ubhaya Padamushtasana. This is quite useful if you have the wall support. Great. So you have the leg, the heels going to the wall, both the heels. So to stay a little longer helps you. So the belly in, Keep the feet together. See if you can bring the outer edge of the back foot, the outer edge of your feet backwards. Lift the head up. Look up. Now, if you're rounding the spine, this wall support helps in lifting the chest up. 1, 9 breaths here, quite easy. 2, now draw the shoulder blades a little downwards. Only 4. 3, 4. Push your chest forward. 5, shoulder blades down. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wonderful. So come down. Relax the legs. So you don't have to worry about the balancing part because the heels are on the wall, and you can really work on pushing the lower back, because in this asana, if you see, as the legs go up, there's a tendency of the lower back rounding. So you can push the spine forward towards the lifted feet, towards the wall. Okay, so if we can do this, we can also do Upavishta Konasana B. So a little more closer because you are taking the legs wider. So you can take the legs, hold the outer edge. Take your time to get the right position. So ideally you should be able to hold the outer edge, heels down. Now stop it, hold the kneecaps, engage your thighs. Keep your toes pointing forward, draw the shoulder blades down, push the lower back forward, keep the chest lifted, looking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, push the lower back forward. 5, 6, if you drop the lower back, you'll round the spine. Keep the chest lifted. 7, 8, looking up towards the ceiling. 9, slowly look front, release the arms. Helps you in getting a passive hip opening, but getting really the right position of the pelvis, the tailbone, the lower back. So that's why this is very important. Great. So the other practice that can be done, if you are not comfortable, use the block. That is Crouchasana, to lift the leg with the other leg in the position. So Crouchasana is with the quadricep stretch, the right toes facing backwards, taking the flesh out, keeping buttocks down. So depending on how good you are with Crouchasana, if you are not good, maybe a little back. Okay, now just keep the leg, the heel to the wall, and hold it. Great. If you are quite good, go as close as possible, and then keep the leg lifted. If you're rounding the spine, you can also use the belt so that you can open the chest and go back. 1. This is also easy asana. We'll go for 9 breaths. 2, 3. If you're all the way back, you will again round the spine, little forward. 4. If possible, keep the toes pointing forward. 5. Round it the lower back. It's all about the lower back. 7. Shoulder blades down. 8. 9. Beautiful. Slowly release the leg down. Now the other side. Taking the right leg out. The left leg, the left toes facing backwards. See, if you're not comfortable with this asana, then the heel can go a little backwards, otherwise quite close. Even the knee going to the wall is good. Okay. Now the other leg, the right leg is lifted up. Don't round the spine. Keep the chest lifted. Place the fingers. One. So see if your right foot is going not exactly in line. That's a possibility. Actually, it's exactly facing front. 3. Shoulder blades down. 4. Keep the chest lifted. 5. 4 more breaths. Keep a straight right leg. 6. 7. 8. 9. Slowly release the leg down. Relax the legs. Taking the legs out. Relax your legs. This is quite useful in improving Yogacharya. Keep the leg lifted. So the other one that will be quite useful is also lying down, doing the same thing. Okay. It's not really a wall sequence, but still. So okay, let's start with the right leg now. It's a better revision. So the right toes facing backwards. So taking the flesh out. Body down. Keep the belt next to you. Body down. You can just stay here. Start working on it. If you are comfortable, you can start working on it. This could be a little difficult in the beginning. 3 more breaths. If you find it uncomfortable, come back. 3, 2, 1. Down and take the leg out. Be very careful when you are moving something around the knee. Many times knees are not very good or healthy, or maybe they are just getting recovered. So we do the same. The left toes going backwards. This is a little difficult stretch. I'm not saying this is a preparation. This is very useful in getting a good Yogacharya. The first one is definitely the wall support. And if your triangle movement is good, then first go down, then from there slowly lifting the right leg up. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Bend the knee. Lean to the right side. Take the left leg out. Be careful when you're moving in these positions. Wonderful. That's a good quadricep stretch now. So we have almost like 15 minutes left now. Great. Okay. Taking a small breath, we'll go for Ustrasana. Little bit of back bend and we are done. Good. So you can go a little slower if you're finding it difficult. Keep the toes to the wall. Perfect. So slowly come up. So instead of going to Ustrasana directly, because we have been doing that, how if we go down and come back? Okay. If you're not comfortable, get a blanket, something underneath the knee. Not too soft, like a soft pillow that can be quite disturbing. Perfect. So once you're ready, the legs are apart, hips width. Keep the belly completely sucked in. Engage your core. Keep the chest lifted. So what we do is we place the palms into the muscle like a drop back. So we'll touch the wall and we'll come back. So the idea is every time we'll go a little deeper, not in one step. So we'll go for 7 counts. Okay. So inhale, exhale, come back, go easy. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. See if you can bring the forearms to the wall. Inhale, exhale, 4. See if you can bring the tip of the elbows facing up. Inhale, exhale, 5. Come back. 6, 1. Inhale, little down. Exhale. Now take time to adjust. Don't rush. Come back. So you don't have to follow my count. Go slowly. We'll go for 3 more counts. Okay. But we go a little slower. Maybe if possible, we can stay for a few minutes. So go for 3 counts. Whenever you're done, you can come back. Okay. We want to go a little slower. So when you're there, walk. Push the pelvis forward and then come back. 2 more times. It might be slightly dizzy, so don't rush. Push the pelvis forward when you're going all the way down. That helps you in getting a little more deeper. One last time, then we take a break. Inhale up. Exhale, going all the way down. Hold, push the pelvis, and then come back. Wonderful. You can go for Balasana. Just keep the head a little down. Relax. So because we are doing the wall sequence, we are not really doing much of the regular practices. So we try to avoid them. It's good to take a small break. So for the inversions also, we'll try to go a little differently. Maybe a bit of pinch up. The forearm stand, not exactly pinch up forearm stand. And also a little bit of handstand, preparations, so that we get the inversions, but still in a wall sequence. You can also do Shirshasana during that practice. We'll start with the forearm stand. Instead of the one that we do regularly towards the wall, we'll go slightly away from the wall, like a handstand. So what we want is as close as possible. Keep the forearms. So when you're keeping the forearms, always make sure you're really holding the triceps. Perfect. So I'm using another blanket so that it becomes little easy. It's not really hard. The mat is not very soft. So you can slowly come up. Now, straighten the leg, bend the knees. Straighten the leg, bend the knees. 3 more times, straighten the legs, bend the knees. So don't fully look front. You can also press the tip of the head down, bend the knees. Because you want to make sure your neck and head they are in line, bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Slowly come down. The other practice, you can keep the head down, so don't need to rise up. The other practice on the same method is also good for the leg strength, and this is also useful if you are not comfortable in the headstand to go with the straight legs going up and down. or the legs parallel to the floor in the headstand. So you can keep the forearms down, and then we'll see if we can get into there. So as we take the legs up, place the tip of the head down, and then walk forward and slowly go down, walk, all the way down. So as you are doing this, you want a straight spine walking down. The exact straight spine happens if you start imagining to push the tailbone away. So get the straight spine and you will go down. We'll do one more time. Forearms down, tip of the head down, legs parallel to the floor, walk. Whenever you find it slightly rounding the spine, you can hold the legs there, push the pelvis away from the legs, and then slowly come down. Don't lift the head, keep the head relaxed. So if you have the block, we turn for the forearm stand going to the wall. If you don't need the wall, feel free, because we are using the wall sequence. So we will use the block to hold, so it gives you something to hold, makes the practice easier. So you go up there. The idea is not to completely look front. So if you have the block, the center of the block, that's where you can have the drishti. If you are fully looking front, let's say you want to look up towards the wall, you will start arching the spine, and then you don't have the core strength. You lose the core strength there, and then it is little difficult for the lower back. So you want to make sure you're not fully looking up. Slightly roll your eyebrows, looking to the center of the block. So we hold them strongly with both the hands. So depending on how your practice is, you can just keep one leg up, or you can keep both the legs at the same time with the bent knees, whichever that is comfortable. Now once you keep the legs up there, take your time, slightly relax your head. You can look all the way completely down. Now bring your attention to the lower back, the lower ribs in, and hold. Now maybe just pressing the elbows, the base of the elbows is not good. Use the complete forearms. If your forearms are getting lifted, pressing them down. So we stay here for 9 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Your neck and the head relax. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Slowly come down. The other way is also, as we practice, as we discussed it in some courses, to use the belt so that your elbows don't go away from each other. Great. So these are also can be good replacements for inversions, because still you have the blood flowing towards the head region. Last part of the practice. Good to go? Great. I thought to change everything, not to have anything that we have been doing regularly, so that it would be a little more interesting. So I'm not very good trainer to say for handstand, I've been making some good progress with the wall. Good. So just to get the right one, you can choose whichever that is comfortable. We'll just get a little bit of handstand. So either you can go with a bent knees and going up, or you can go with one leg up and going up. So whichever you find it, or you can go with both knees bent, legs going on both the sides, and then taking up. Okay, let's get ready. So again, the drishti, making a small triangle. Again, if you look all the way front, you start arching at the lower back. So if you can imagine a small triangle like this, so you can say almost 3-inch front. That's where, from the center of the palms, that's where you're looking at. Okay. So if you have a really good handstand, people look at exactly down there. Okay. So getting the cat stretch position. When they're downward dog, whichever that is comfortable position for you, and see if you can stay there for 9 reps. Go for the toes, bend at the knees, and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can bring the head down, Balasana, or the knee slightly apart. Down. The other way is you don't have to go all the way down if you have the block. So sit in any comfortable position, close your eyes. Place the palms in Namaste. Completing the practice with the closing mantra. Asato ma satgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. See you in the next class. Om. Bye.